Pati, and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica Figures. Today we're continuing with our Nendoroid Collection series with entry number 62, Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist. So I do believe this is my very last Fullmetal Alchemist Nendoroid that I have. It's actually, if you can tell, one I've never opened before. I did get Envy. He's the only, well, they're the only homunculi that I really have, and I think it's the only one that's been released. I don't think they ever did like Lust or Gluttony or anything like that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. So here we have Envy in this form, and also in the little like lizard kind of form that they turn into later in the series, which I think is more of like their original form ish, if I remember correctly. It's been a decade, I think, since I watched Fullmetal Alchemist, so the details might be a little bit hazy, but there they are. I thought it would just be fun to have one homunculi, one enemy for the group. So there we have him there with Ed. And I don't remember if Envy went by he or she. We're just going to go with they for now, because like I said, it's been a while. I think they went by he. I think he was he. And then I'm also kind of giving a little jumbled between the first anime for Fullmetal Alchemist versus Brotherhood, where that kind of got swapped around a little bit, I believe. But yeah, this is Envy. Let's get them out of their box and take a closer look, because this will be all new for me, just like it'll be for you. Okay, here we've got Envy. Let me move him to the middle. And then we got their booklet. So let's take a look at their set content. It's a very small one. Just has one extra instruction. But basically we have Envy's main body as well as these two faces. This thing is not staying in there very well. A special effect, we'll see if we struggle as much as we did with Edward's. 1, 2, 3 extra hands right there, and then 2 extra arms, and then 2 extra leg joints, parts. And then we have the little, like, I like the lizard Envy right there. And then the regular stand and joint and extra stand. They're behind there, right there in the little baggie. And here are the instructions on how to use the special effects. But if you saw my Edward one, you'll know that I struggled to put those on. It seems easy enough, but then when you're actually putting them on, it was much more confusing. So let's get him out. This blister is already kind of coming apart. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. And then we can just take that out right there. So as you can tell, I've never opened Envy before because he's wrapped around in all the plastic. So let's get them out of here. 3 Envy. So, as you've seen in some other Nendoroids that I hadn't opened until recently, they come with all these plastics in between parts just to keep them safe and protected. So let's take out Envy's hair, because this is a whole lot of hair and a lot of pointy bits, very pointy. So let's take that one out, and then let's just rip this plastic so we don't have to deal with taking out the neck joint. And similarly, let's see, should we just take out their bottom half? Will it come out? Okay, hold on to there, and then we can push this out, and there we go. So as you can see, this Envy does have like a skirt right here, and it has 3 holes that the nudges go through. One lets the actual part go all the way in, and one does not. So did I do it? Yeah, sorry, I had it on backwards. So when you have it on backwards, those don't fit into the right spots, but when you do it correctly, they should. Right there. And then this will go into the rest of Envy's body. So I'm just gonna nudge it in off screen a little bit. Or not. You know, this is the issue. Sometimes when you take them off, they don't want to come back on quite like before. But there you go. Looks like we got him on just right this time. Put the hair back on. And there we have Envy without the plastic wrap right there. Like I said, a lot of strands of hair. Very, very pointy. And then we have these two faces. So the first face is just that really like simple kind of like evil little grin that Envy has. And then we have angry face right here with little sharp teeth. And we have this exasperated face, like tired, can't deal with you right now. Both super cute, and this is, I think, the face that he has on the box when he is with Edward. Then this is what I really wanted to see, which is the little like lizard type worm thing that Andy truly is, with the teeth and the multiple legs, which I thought was always kind of cute, creepy cute, but yeah, adorable right there. And then here we have the little special effects that the book tells us how to put on, but you know what? It never makes sense to me. So according to this, how should it be? Like, I think it's like this. Let's see. We gotta take out his hand. Which these, like I said, I've never opened him before, so the pieces are a little more tight, snug. Like, is that it? That doesn't seem right. Did I do it upside down? Let's see, we can see what it looks like on the box. So he has it on the box. It looks like this. It's like this. He has a fist on, but it's something like this. But this doesn't really hold on. It's just like wobbling everywhere. But something like that. But you can spin around as you like. I don't really like these special effects. They don't really hold on very well. They just kind of wobble everywhere. But his is easier to put on than Edward's. Edward's were just very confusing, and I don't think I ever got it down. But anyway, this is Envy. Pretty simple Nendoroid, I must say. They've got a lot of like extra arms and hands and legs, but like most other Nendoroids, they're very easy to put on and take off. Very long fingers, I will say. I don't think Nendoroids always have these long fingers. And then they've got these extra leg parts that you can put on and bend. They have the little plugs to make sure that the holes don't shrink in between uses, which are kind of hard to pop out. There you go. So you just swap those out with the joints on the actual leg. So does this say what leg this is supposed to be? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But it looks like this is his left leg according to the box. So you would, yeah, the other one has a tattoo. This one does not have the Homunculi symbol. Let's see if we can. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's take off his bottom half. I think it might be easier if we just take all that out, and then there is a joint in here. Because his legs is all spinny all around. So you can kind of see there's a joint in there. But sometimes they don't want to come off. There we go. So this is similar like ball joint right there. And then you would take this and you would put it in there. And there you go. Now he has a bent leg. So he can do this pose right there. If you want him to kind of be leaning and posing that way. And so similarly, his other leg, you can swap it out and just have it bent like that. So you can match the legs. See, like he has in... I don't see him using it in any of these poses. Funny enough, I don't think that leg is demonstrated on the box. Yeah. So they don't show you a pose where you would be using this leg, but you can imagine it for yourself, just right there. I'm going to put back his regular leg if I can do it. Okay, this one came out so much easier on the second time. And then see if we can get this leg back in there. There we go. The sound of the pop, which I don't know if the mic is catching, but the sound of the pop every time you take it off and put it on kind of scares me. Just a little bit. Just a little terrifying. So we'll just put this little skirt back on right there. We'll attach it to his body in a second. But before I do that, I want to put the little shrink protector back in there, which might be a little challenging just because it's facing in hands. There we go. We'll go back in there, and we'll go back in there for safety, and we'll put his legs back onto his body, or their body. I feel like in English for Brotherhood, they gave envy male pronouns. I don't really remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I either read the manga or watched the anime. But there we go. Got my fingers stuck between all these strands of hair, and I was kind of afraid that I was going to break them. Yeah, I think I might do this pose for our photo. What do you think? That way we can change out a little bit, but not too much. So it looks like it's using this. He's using this hand. And that arm, but not that hand. That hand looks flat in there. Oh, you can't see. Sorry about that. That hand looks flat, so I think it's this hand. So let's get Envy posing. Oh, and just, I think I did take off the hair. Yeah, you can take off the hair if you want to see a different face. Let's get Angry Envy. It would be right there. Super simple. Just like other Nendoroids, you can always swap off their faces very easily. And their bandana is part of their bangs, so that just comes off. But let's put the other face back on. Just doing that for 1 second. We'll keep his hair off for a minute because sometimes I find it's easier to put on different arms if the hair isn't in the way. So yeah, that is definitely the hand for that. And then this goes on the waist like that. And it looks like they're just using their regular legs. So now we just add back in the hair. And bam, Envy's ready for their photo. And then let's see, let's take out their stand, because I think similarly to last week with Shirase, I don't know why I wanted to say Shirashi. I think that's from a different anime. But with Shirase, he has that kind of interesting, slightly different stand, just to be able to go well behind their hair, because they have long hair. Although Envy does have gaps in that hair, which makes it a little easier than like a Zelda or a Tomoyo or Shirase, who have just like a full block of hair in the way. But yeah, that is Envy. And I believe they came with a little extra part that you can match with Edward, but I don't have, it comes separately, so I don't have it with the box. If I find it later on, maybe I'll do a little short showing off that little extra part with Edward. But for now, this is what we've got of the standard Envy that comes with this box. I did get this Nendoroid a very long time ago. I don't know if they've re-released it. They've re-released some of the other Fullmetal Alchemist Nendoroids, so it's definitely worth a chance to check it out. But that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider liking and subscribing. I post Nendoroid related content or blind box related content every Friday at 11 a.m. So they'll usually be Nendoroid Collection videos just like this one. And every so often I do a blind box unboxing. They're a bit expensive, especially now. I feel like they've gotten more expensive, so I don't do them as often, but I still enjoy them, so I will do them once in a while. I'm just trying to build up a good batch for you. I also on occasion do some Nendoroid crochet tutorial videos, and I've always said, I want to get back into Nendoroid photography and do some more set building and stuff like that. So if I do that, you'll have videos on that as well. And not figure related, but I do have an online shop, asmallgeekychica.com, where I sell a bunch of stationery goods, some original designs and some just like Japanese stationery or art by other artists. It is at asmallgeekychica.com. I run also a YouTube that goes along with it, A Small Geeky Chica. So if you like those kind of things, you like stickers, sticker sheets, washi tapes, bookmarks, sticky notes, and all those kinds of stationery goods, I hope you consider giving me a look over there as well. But that's it for this week. I hope to see you next week with another Nendoroid collection video. Bye for now.